Welcome, I'm filming the VIVO Y20s, and today I'll show you a couple tweaks and tricks you can do on this device. Now, starting off, we're going to begin with the simple one called dark mode. So there's two ways of enabling it. The easy way is through the notification panel. Simply tap on a toggle and bam, we're now in dark mode. Now this option also persists over other applications like messages, dialer, your web browser, settings, and basically majority of the pre-installed applications. Now, outside of it being just enabled like we did right now, we can also customize it a little bit further through the settings under the display. You'll find dark theme, and I'm gonna disable it. And from here you have things like sunrise or sunset to sunrise, which will set it automatically. So basically once the sun goes down, it will turn on dark mode, and when it's up, it's gonna be in light mode. So just a nice way for you to never actually have to fiddle with it, and the phone being, in my opinion, always at the best theme. So when it's bright, you probably want something brighter, like the normal bright mode, or however you want to call it. And when sun goes down and it gets darker, dark mode is probably more feasible, especially for reduced eye strain. So option here, in my opinion, is the better one. Now moving on to the next one, it's going to be the face recognition animation, along with also additional animations. So to get started, let's go again to the settings, dynamic effects, and from here we have the face recognition animation. So you can change it to something else. As you can see, you have also some interesting ones, a little bit more on a humorous side, I would say, like the smiley face. But as you can see, there are several of them, and you can pick whichever one you want. Now, unfortunately, I won't be able to really show it off because I didn't add a face recognition here. So if I try to save it, you'll see that it will just force me to go through it, which I don't really feel like going through. But you can have you do have a visual animation right here on how it will exactly look like on screen. So moving on to the next option. Also in here, it's going to be the charging animation. So again, you can change the animations here as well. And again, there's several pages, which I'm pretty sure I can change this one. Just the problem is I do have a cable. So if I can actually grab it, and there we go, close enough, I guess. So if I now lock it up and plug it in, now it's gonna be a little bit off the screen, or not. Oh goodness sake, this is not Type-C. So now I won't be able to show it because apparently we're using outdated charging ports. So yes, again, this is gonna be the only way I can show it off here. But again, it's a fairly clear indication of how it will look like. The difference here is that I can actually apply it and won't have to do anything extra. Now moving on to the next tweak, it's just going to be the gesture navigation. Now by default the phone comes with the updated buttons at the bottom, and personally I'm already way over it to the point that I feel uncomfortable using them. So to get this changed, all we need to do is go to settings, system navigation, and change it to the gesture navigation. And there we go. Now it looks like it's using the default Google gesture navigations, the one that come pre-installed with Android 10. So they work fine. Nothing really special here. It does have a little bit of, I would say, extra to it, because normally we don't really see the bars on majority of the other phones that have their own gesture navigation, but Google decided to keep it around. As you can see, I have this pill, which looks like we can slide it, but we can swipe it up, and this is basically the home button. You can swipe up and hold to go to recent, and we can also swipe from the sides to go back. Now this arrow that comes up is very faint and primarily visible only in like super white backgrounds like this one, but as you can see, you can use it from either side and it works flawlessly. So now I'll also add on, if you're struggling with gesture navigation, primarily the swipe up for home or recent, I strongly suggest that you try to swipe up off the display. So as you can see, if I turn on something white, we have a fairly big chin right here. So try to swipe from the chin up on the screen. As you can see, I'm holding the display, well, not even the display, I'm just holding the glass below the display, and then you can swipe up and it will register that every time. The problem is, if you try to swipe from the display up, it might consider that you're just trying to swipe the display or something that is on the display, like for instance do this. So that's why you want to swipe off of the display up. It will ensure that you're always getting the gesture navigation correctly. Now moving on to the next option, it's just gonna be a simple animation speed. So by default there is not really anything here, I believe. Can quickly check though. I don't see anywhere where this could be, but we can change the animation speed through developer options, which all you need to do is enable it. So to do it, as you can see, we're now in About Phone. So settings and About Phone, scroll all the way down to build number, and you want to tap that 7 times. It will give you a message that you are now a developer. And from here you want to go back, go to System, choose developer options, which should now be in the system options. And from here you want to scroll down to, there we go, window animation scale, transition animation scale, and animation duration scale. Now each one of these animations corresponds to different kind of animation. For instance, like the first one, the window one, will be responsible for the pop-ups that come up like this one. So if I change it to times 10, which will be basically 10 times longer than it normally takes, you can see it is right now painfully slow, but you can get a quick overview of basically how it changes. Now the options that I would recommend is 0.5 animation speed or scale, which will basically reduce the animation by half and make them super snappy. And I will do that for everything. So window animation scale, transition, and animation duration. And this will basically make it super fast, way faster than it was before. Now you can also set it to be off, although this is more of a if you really want to get the fastest animations, and it will create a little bit of a problems in certain cases. Maybe not problems, but just visual glitches, I would say. So if you go into recent, as you can see, it starts off animated kinda, like part of it is, but the windows itself aren't, so they instantly pop in and out. So the phone isn't necessarily designed to be ran in this kind of way. That's why it just looks kind of weird, but still, apart from it looking weird, it doesn't affect the device in any negative way. So if you want this to be super fast and snappy, you can keep it on off, and like I said, it won't really affect your device in any kind of negative way. So this would conclude all the tweaks and tricks that I want to share, and if you found them helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.